Many people, when they have complex goals for themselves, they struggle to establish routines that will help them to achieve those goals. For instance, someone who wants to become a public figure, which I help people to do, they will want to create a YouTube channel, have a developed social media, write books, and maybe also have public speaking. So when do you start all this? When you just plan things, everything looks fine. Everything looks just amazing and doable. But then many people will feel fear that they will not be able to build a routine um, to accomplish this goal, or maybe not even build, but have it sustainable, but continuously being on this routine. They're afraid, for instance, we had a conversation with my student which inspired this angle of conversation for today's stream. What we are doing today, we are rounding up the playlist for impactful life strategy, where you can start from your mission and develop your life plan, your systems, your routines, everything that will allow you to achieve your life goal. It's very ambitious, but still it's possible, and this is how people achieve significant results in their lives. So we are rounding up this today, and I decided that maybe this will be the best way to round up breaking down how to establish routines, because I practice it and it works for me, and I'm sure it's gonna work for you if you look at establishing routines from this perspective. So my students said that I have made plans, but now I'm scared that I cannot apply it. For instance, there are 3 tasks that the students had for him. 3 daily tasks or maybe weekly tasks is not very clear. The life will show how is it possible, but the task that he have is writing books. He has a lot of books in his plan, so writing books, making YouTube content, and self-development. All these they require a daily approach or weekly approach, but there should be a routine. And he's also working, and his work is quite demanding, and he has a large family to attend to as well. So it's challenging, and it's for challenging for many people. When you have a large goal, you will think, okay, that's not possible to achieve with all the routines that I have to establish in my life. So I will give you a simple solution that you can follow, and eventually you will establish all the necessary routines in your life. So what I do, I also have very challenging routines that are planned in my life, but I don't jump on all of them at once. That's the key. So what you need to do is you need to develop a anchor routine. And when I say anchor routine, it's not a routine that you already have. So there is understanding of anchor routines, like cleaning your washing your teeth, brushing your teeth, I mean having lunch, having breakfast, having some some daily routines that you do anyway, like commuting to your work. And there is a vision, there is a teaching like that in the self-development space, that for instance you can turn your commuting to the work in your car to a university, self-educate, right? So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about your existing daily routines, using them as an anchor. You can use this technique, but I don't want you to think that this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the building the anchor routine, which means that this anchor routine will be the routine that is the most important for your goal. Which routine is the most important for your goal? For instance, I as the person who is developing my personal brand, I have decided that the most important routine for me right now is going to be live streaming. And I established this routine and work on making it my normal lifestyle, normalizing it. So that's what you need to do. And then when you have established your routine, you will be able to expand routines. Let me draw to you one picture that you can have in your mind. One picture, and this picture we will build on this picture while we are discussing. Okay, so you understood about the anchor routine. What is it? So we will build on it. Anchor routine is a big, so you have big goal which requires a lot of effort. And this goal will have a lot of routines that you need to do, systems to achieve it. Yeah, so we choose just one. We choose this one, and it's going to be, we don't take this. Okay, so we just choose one, and it's going to be the anchor routine. Now, when you have the anchor routine, then what you need to ensure is that it becomes part of your life. And it means that it's very important that when you have an anchor routine, you don't treat it as all or nothing. It means that, for instance, I decided that I stream daily, but if I miss a stream, it doesn't mean I failed. If I will miss 1 week of streams, it also doesn't mean I failed, because my goal in establishing the anchor routine is to make it part of my life. So when I don't have it, I miss it. So whatever I need to do, we will discuss what you need to do for this. But the idea is that this routine has to become part of your life. And this routine will have some outputs. My routine, we said it is live streams, and it's an example, okay? Live streams. Your routine can be self-development or writing articles or whatever. So this routine will have output. And which output my routine has as an example. My routine has, I have notes, I have developed concepts, I have series of streams, so it's almost like articles that are developed on the topic that is related to some problem and solution. So that's my outcomes. You might have different outcomes. If you choose that your anchor routine is self-development, then it's going to be also notes, some concepts also, and things like that. So this output later, when your anchor routine will be established, it can become an additional routine. So you don't jump at sea and trying to establish all routines. No, you pick one and you will move to the next routine only when you have enough output. Output is going to naturally create other routines, but you don't go there before you are ready. So I'm streaming for almost 50 days, 2 months, and I do some breaks. And these 50 days, I have got 50 articles, 50 materials, 50 organized things that I can use to repurpose to different content. And now, in my routines, there are things like I need to develop social media. I need to repurpose this, what I'm doing, to articles into my magazine, because there is a magazine as well. And I want to write books. And what do I do first? if you will think that you will need to do everything, you will be overwhelmed. So I focus on anchor routine to establish it, to build the skill of focusing on it and making it part of my life. Say no to things that distract me from this anchor routine. And I collect and organize output. So for now, I just collect output that I will have. Any routine will have some kind of output. You collect this output, and then you will just need to, when the opportunity will arise, while you are building the anchor routine, it's difficult. But when it becomes part of your life, you will see that there is opportunity, the window open for the new routine. But for this, you will need to organize the output. So you will organize the output, and when time comes, you will have the opportunity opening for you for a new routine. When you jump on this opportunity, when your anchor routine is established, when you have your output, when you have this output organized. So you don't jump into next routine building if you haven't established your previous routine. That's important, because this will mess up everything and you will not be able to build your routine system. What do you have to say no to? It's important that you say no to things. To establish your routine, you have to understand that it's so important to establish your first and anchor routine that it's your mission is on stake, on a stake, yeah, I think. Your mission is dependent on it. So your anchor routine must be the priority for you in your life. So there will be new opportunities arising, but you will have to say no to opportunities. Let me say no to opportunities. Of course, how is it easy to say no opportunities? Of course it is not. Unless you understand that what you are working on is on your anchor routine. So if you understand that this anchor routine will drag other routines in your life, and little by little you will stack those routines one upon another, and you will be able to accomplish your goal and achieve your goals. So you have to say no to opportunities. And it's not easy, because usually, you know, we're waiting for opportunities. We think they will not come the next time. Someone suggests you to join a new exciting project. You see new trends, you want to jump on them, you want to drop what you are doing and start it because you have seen that other people are succeeding there. For instance, I don't although I see trends and I understand how social media works, I'm not jumping on social media because my live stream routine is not established. That's why, because if I will jump into the social media routine, then I'm not going to be succeeding in the routine that I have right now. So this is the most important one. Also, I don't jump into converting these materials that I accumulate into converting them to books straight away. I still accumulate them, and naturally the opportunity will present itself for me to start building a new routine of book writing from the content that I have shared with you. So you need to understand that there is timing for everything, and you need to have your anchor routine like a ground zero for growth. If you will not have this basis, you won't be able to create new routines. This anchor routine is going to give you self-trust. You will start believing in yourself when you approach routine building like this. So don't jump in all establishing all of your systems like we discussed in this series of live streams that you need to have systems, you need to have routines, so you don't jump in all of them together. Just one, the key one that you need, the key one. And how to understand which one is the key? The key one is the one that will eventually help in establishing other routines as well. That's why I've chosen the live streams, because live streams will help me establish other routines as well. For you, if you choose, let's say, self-development as a routine, you will decide that I'm going to read every day for 1 hour, for instance. You're not going to be just reading, you are going to be noting down something naturally. You will want to have some outcome that is not only in your mind, noting down something. So little by little, you will see that what is easy for you. Are you going to be just noting, or you are going to be sitting in front of camera and, like me, talking to the camera? You will see that, okay, now when I am stable in reading on daily basis for 1 hour, now when it became part of my life, now when I can say no to other things, understanding that that's my priority, then I can start working on how to repurpose what I'm doing right now into different things, like recording videos with what I have got from books. So if you this is fine to also read books and record videos, because there is someone who shared this idea with me, that the person is reading books and has ideas of recording videos. Yes, that's good idea. This is like amazing, just brilliant idea, but you have to establish your reading routine to start working on your books. And reading routine, it doesn't mean that you read 1 week, you don't read another week. You have to have stability there, like the part of your life. You don't read books for 5 hours one day and then you don't read 2 weeks, because it's not going to be this is not going to be an anchor. So if you want to have education, self-education as an anchor routine, then it has to be actually routine. Anchor routine. And I think we discussed in this series of these streams that when you develop routine, you need to have specific time allocated to it and things like that. So just work on it being your natural lifestyle. So when you feel like it's natural lifestyle, that you are not getting stressed because of this routine. First, for instance, with live streams, for the first month, I was getting stressed. I was stressed even I started doing this routine, because I was streaming in the past for a daily stream I was doing without breaks. For I think for 2 months I was doing, and when my mind and body have remembered this experience, for some reason I got a lot of adrenaline, stress hormones because of this. And I couldn't understand why. I was thinking, like, what's happening? Why my organism is stressed so much? It's because this energy is needed for live streams. And my organism, just while I was planning to do live streams, already was stressed. For 2 weeks, when I was planning to start 2 weeks. So it was already stressed. And when I started actually the routine, of course, it was 4 hours of preparation for every stream first, then it became 2 hours of preparation, then it became less than 2 hours, because I found out that I can prepare a few topics ahead. So little by little, this routine became so much routine that I feel like I'm a fish in the water. Like, that's just part of my life. That's just like waking up and drinking a cup of coffee. I used to write the points that I will talk in points. I had to write them to say those talking points before I was sharing. But now I don't need to write them, because if the topic is what I am practicing, then it's in my mind. It's already organized. If I practice, it means I understand. So it means that it's easy to explain, and I don't need to make a rehearsal before I go live. But before I was doing this rehearsal, so my skill improves, and it improves so much that now I am closer to taking decision to jump on the next routine building. Many people are saying to me, Kate, you are appearing everywhere. Let me remove this. Why I am showing this to you? I will come back to drawing later. So many people are saying, so Kate, you are appearing everywhere. You are here and there. You are on Facebook, you are appearing because I share the link there. On YouTube, you are appearing all the time. It's like it's no escape from you. That's because I have this routine. That's because it's established, and you need to have the routine for a period of time, for a long period of time. So this routine is for 1 year. I will revise it later if I want to keep it for 1 year or not. I will revise it, but for now the goal, the target is for one year. And and when I'm ready, I think maybe 2 or even 3 months you need to establish routine so that it becomes part of your life. And when I say become part of your life, you know, I also taught my husband, and my mom knows that I do live streaming this time. I rearranged my trainings with students, the schedules, and everything. Like everything is now settled. So when it's settled, now is like you are in the gym and you are doing like push-ups with this bar with this heavy plates. When you are able to lift it 10 times, then next you can add, when you are ready, you can add more plates. So it's the same with routines. Routines you can add when you are able to pull or push one weight, and then you add weight, your muscle grows, and it's a focus muscle. So if you are able to grow this focus muscle, then you can add more routines to expand your focus. Sounds not very logical to expand your focus, but I mean to focus on other things as well and be as effective as you was with one thing. If you start adding a new routine to your life after you have established the anchor routine you think you have established, you add another routine and you see that this another routine destroys your anchor. It means your anchor is not strong enough. So it doesn't mean you are failure. Generally, stop thinking that you are failure. Think that you failed on something. Yes, I failed on this. This just means that I have to recalibrate, nothing else. It's not making my identity in any way worse or different. It doesn't mean that you are a failure. So you failed, you started another routine, it didn't work, go back to your anchor. That's why it's anchor. Go back to your anchor, establish your anchor, and it gives you some kind of peace that you always have this base to return to. So this base will continue producing output. Maybe it was not enough output for you to start turning it into something else, into a new routine. So you see what we said, what we have discussed here is that you have to collect the output, and when you have the enough output, then the routine is going to be easier. Yes, so this is you need to have output, and here is example of my output. When the output is collected enough, then my next routine is easier. If I would have all those routines that I plan, the YouTube channel, the book writing, the article writing, all separate, then it would be overwhelming. So for you to avoid overwhelm, you need to start with just one anchor routine. And then you will extend it to a better different second routine, not better, a second routine. So that's the system I want you to understand. Now, if you are joining me from somewhere, I think you are living in some country right where you are joining from. Don't forget to subscribe because you will brag later that you joined this channel when it was 133 subscribers. Do you have any questions? You can write questions as well. So let me go then and try to show on example the development of routines as example, my routines, yeah. For you, it's just a guidance, so you can do exactly the same with your own. Because the topic generally is covered already. I didn't miss anything, it's covered already, so now just examples. So the live streams is my routines. And with time, I reduced time for live stream from 4 hours plus a stream itself, which is 1 hour to 2 hours preparation and execution. And these 2 hours I have output, which is always some kind of like notes and article. Notes is when after this stream I understand what needs to be corrected in the concept. The article is what is going to be done from the transcript. Yeah. So you know that every video, it has a transcription ready done by YouTube channel, and you just can copy it and paste it in your Word document, ask ChatGPT to organize it, to write punctuations and things like this, but it's already an article, which you can improve later. So transcript, notes, transcript, audio, yeah, audio for, this is for what? This is for podcast, so you can repurpose for podcast. Then video can be repurposed into shorts later. And just smaller clips for social media, shorts and clips. You can also repurpose some parts of your article or notes. You can repurpose into text post. And this makes the routine for social media. So social media is another routine. You have to establish this routine when your anchor routine is ready. Or you might feel like social media is going to be your anchor routine. And then if social media is your anchor routine, then you will have to understand what is the outcome of your social media work. For instance, you can focus on just producing reels. Like for 1 year, you are going to produce daily reels. And there is a free course on this channel. You go to courses, and there are 2 courses: how to plan and record reels, is set up lights and things like this, and how to edit reels. These 2 courses, they have system which allows you batch production, where you sit and you record in 5 days you will record 100 reels. But this it's include that you have to also write scripts for those 100 reels. So those scripts, they can be turned later into articles, and those articles can be developed into books as well. So Scripts can be repurposed also into text-based post. So you see, this is a nice idea to repurpose it later. It's nice idea. You cannot do it straight away because your first anchor will crumble. So you keep doing what you are doing, your main anchor. You are not allowing this to be destroyed. And this is putting out on a daily basis one reel for a year. You will build your confidence in front of camera. Meanwhile, you will learn how to batch produce faster. You will learn different techniques of writing your scripts, and as a result, you will develop this. You will have the material output that you can turn into developing articles, and you can have a website and blog with articles, and you have like basis for 100 articles, and you can collect those articles into a book and release a book later. So that's a possible scenario for you. So I have this scenario as well, social media in the future, but not priority because the live streams are priority. Second priority that I have is books. I really want to establish this routine, but for now it's not working for me. So I'm trying, but it's like one day I can work, another day I cannot work. Is not established yet. So I understand that there is still a challenge with the anchor routine, and the challenge that I understand there is the topics. I don't have a further vision for the topics. So I know the topics for a week that I want to do, but I want to see actually the whole series forward. What I'm doing right now is I'm doing series of live streams, but I see like 2-3 streams that will be in this series. But what is possible, it's possible that I actually see all picture and I know all 10 streams that I want to do for this series, like what I want to cover. So I want to get to this point, and when I get to this point, then I will start converting streams into books. So the next routine it's going that I need to establish after I have the anchor routine is book writing. And you can also apply this to yourself. Of course, before you establish any of the routines, you need to have some skills. Like for instance, live streams need skill of streaming, talking in front of the camera. So when you are building the skill, it's not the time to establish, like to have an anchor routine. You are just learning how to do it. But when you have learned, then you have to establish a routine. Social media as well. There is a time when you learn how to edit, you learn how to write scripts. And when you are on the level where you think you are comfortable with all the processes, then you can establish the routine. With book writing, if you never have written the book, of course, it's going to be challenging for you to establish a book writing routine. For me, it's not challenging because I've been working for many years on editing other people's books, approving, correcting. So it's like a book writing process. So I know what is the routine. So if you have skill, you can build routine. If you don't have skill, then you have to take time to build skill, and you develop your anchor routine based on what is what you can sustain, because you have a skill, so that you don't get stressed. You will have, for instance, if you decide that you write one book a month, just for example, one book a month, and you have never written the book, so you will be stressed when by the end of the month you have no 2 chapters that you planned, or like, no, sorry, what I'm saying, if by the end of the month you will just have 2 chapters, you will be upset, you will be feeling that it's not working. Yeah, so first you get a skill, you understand what are the requirements for this, then you establish the routine based on your learning and your skill. That's what's important, and I didn't have it in my notes. I didn't think that is even very important. So the book writing is going to be established when I have enough outcome, and there will be, for instance, if I'm doing live streams every day, um, I'm making an output every day, so I don't need to sit and work on book every day. I don't need, because every time when I prepare for a stream, I already write a book. So there I need to have some kind of routine that will help me to organize the materials and then make it attractive, because the book is a conversation with the reader. It has to be attractive, page turner, not boring. So I might not do it on daily basis, I don't know, because I didn't, it's not working for me yet. Maybe I will do it like every Friday. I will do it 3 times a week. So let's say Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, for instance, because I don't have meetings Saturday and Sunday. Friday is end of the week, so I can use it like the warm up. And let's say this system, the routine will be like this. These days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I quietly work on organizing materials that I have and turning them into a final product. So you see, from this routine, from live streams, I get another routine. So it doesn't mean that you have to have it like every day, because even this live streams, I just do 5 days a week. I don't do it on daily basis. It's five days a week, because Sunday and Saturday I don't want to be in front of the camera. I don't even put makeup. You see, because I need to put makeup. There is a video about the makeup for video recording that is in my course on how to plan and record reels. So go to my course. I will maybe add it also here. It's free, and this course used to cost a lot. So my students that enrolled in the program with 6 courses paid 1,400 euros for a year of being in the coaching group with these 6 courses. So we can imagine that the courses was costing something like $120 a course, and you can have it free right now because I'm just changing my approach to education. So you see, that's the book writing routine. And then when I have this book writing, I am thinking maybe I will then go back to the social media. Maybe I will work like this. So most probably after, because it's important what is priority for me. Live streams is priority because I reach new friends, new people who find me online through YouTube. And I build relationship through YouTube. I don't believe I can build relationship through social media because it's different kind of media. You can find exposure there. You can have exposure to new audiences, but it's not enough time to build relationship with them. And on YouTube, you are watching me for 40 minutes. Of course, we are building relationship. We are like building trust and things like that. So that's why this is the choice. And then book writing is essential for my purpose, what I want to do in life. I want to share my I want to share my values with people. I want to teach them to use those values like I use what's working for my life, and pass it over to other people. So it's essential. Book writing is essential. So that's why it's a second routine, and that's why social media will be the next one. And what else? I have also a magazine. So the magazine can be, I can like take every Monday, let's say, and just for the magazine I just need to repurpose some of the articles. So it would be a next routine that will come after live streams magazine. You can see this magazine is not finalized yet. It's called magazine.koroniet.com. So the magazine, it's another routine, and here I will repurpose also the streams that I have, and mostly for the magazine, because you have seen that I have streams on a topic, but I also have streams like reviews of channels. It's called case study. So case study I cannot put in the book. Who is going to buy a book with case study? Maybe someone will be, but the case studies are for the magazine. So I also have guests which can be turned into interviews. It's also for the magazine. Interviews. And then another one is I have also some tips. So tips, this is the content for magazine. And it's also repurposed from live streams. So you see, one live stream, it gives many routines and you don't jump in all of them. And that's just my example. I also respect self-education, and I do self-education. And live stream for me is self-education, because I don't want to teach people. I want to learn. That's my main goal. Because to teach, I create courses. You can go into courses and get the skill that you need. But when I do live stream, I want to develop. So that's my self-development system. Books is my self-development systems. I don't write books to impress people, to teach people. The book is for me to transform. Book is my transformation system. Live stream is my self-education system. So if I want to change something in me, for instance, I am not productive and I want to become productive, I will write book about productivity so that I investigate the question of productivity. Or if I have problem in relationship and I feel like things are not working for me, of course I will go into topic of relationship and write book about relationships, or any problem that I want to solve. Either it with me, either it is with my students. For instance, we had discussed with one of my students that in his country there is a problem of not picking up the phone in the business. So what people do is, when you want to do business, you announce somewhere on your website that you have a phone, but then you don't answer this phone to make people feel that that you are so valuable that they cannot reach you. And I think this is not right approach to building clientele. So we decided with this student in the past, so we need to develop a book on this topic of not picking up the phone, that you need to be responsive and responsible. So that was the idea and the concept. So you see, anytime you want to solve a problem, you can write a book. So because book is for your education. We don't need to be knowing everything. We don't need to be people who are knowledgeable in everything. We just need to grow and develop. That's all. So that's where my self-education comes in. So let's finalize and go through this final routine. So you can see I said streams. Then streams will go into books. But not only books, you remember that there are some streams that cannot go in books, like case studies, so they will go into magazine. And this all is going to feed different social media. For instance, like let's say like this, because from book you can make like series of reels. Let's say this is going to be reels. You can do series of articles, some kind of carousels. From magazine, you can do screenshots of interesting pages, things like that. So you can repurpose then social media. This is social. And never jump into all of this. This is the system. That's amazing. But what is your anchor? For me, the streams is the anchor because it gives me output for all other routines. What do you think? What are your thoughts? I wish you could share with me. I'm at the end of the stream. We have finalized the finalized now the this. I will show you the playlist is going to be actually turned into the book. I don't know when exactly, because as you understand, I haven't established the routine yet, but I want to share with you, and so that you see the whole playlist. Okay, so this is it. You see, it's called Impactful Life Strategy over here. So if you go to the Impactful Life Strategy, this is a stream we have finalized. This is the stream number 9, or number 8 is going to be added here. So we start here with, it's not about only YouTube, it's about legacy and living above 300 years. How do you live above 300 years? It's all about mission. How do you impact life of people who will be living even after you? And then how you start planning. This is about the planning. This about I talk about routines over here as well, the targets, life goals. Then here this is about routine again, I think. System building here. Then becoming no, that's not about routine only, it's about system here. Then become a slave, it's how to stick to your routines, how to stick to how to say no to other things. So it's how to say no, and how to be motivated to follow your plans. And then the systems, they have to be there is a necessity to update and upgrade systems, so I explain it over here. And then stay ambitious, it's when people, I explain here that you need to keep having large goals and not lower them because it doesn't work for you. And the final is here, how to implement and establish your routines. And that's the end of this upcoming book. And it was a great journey. It was a great journey for me because I have clarified many things in my life of what I want to have and how I want these things to develop, and like just amazing. Right, what do you think about what I have shared today? Thank you for joining. If you are watching this in recording, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Also, it all helps me to reach more people because I think this is important information. I'm so passionate about people knowing this so that they can live meaningful life. So I will see you tomorrow for a case study of another successful YouTube channel. And on Friday we are working now on productivity, so I don't invite guests temporarily because I cannot sustain this routine of inviting guests. One more insight for you. And I canceled the guest finding because it's a separate routine to find guests, to invite guests. So collaboration will come later when I will establish different routines. And so on Fridays we are working on productivity systems. And I started this stream already. There is a playlist, you can save it and watch it whenever it's updated. That's all. Thank you so much.